Hello and welcome to Hangout with Doyin Ola. It's a pleasant day out here. I trust you guys have been having a good time. Well, it's been a while actually on this program. Reason being that I just decided to go chill off and then sort some things at work, academics and all that. But thank God all that is done now. So we're back in full force. Doyin Ola is back with a bang actually. It's been awesome really, and we give all glory to God Almighty for all His mercies. First, I'd like to start with what is happening in South Africa right now. It's rather unfortunate. African brothers are being killed like chickens in South Africa. To think that Africa to Africa, they call it xenophobia, but I don't call it that. I call it black to black killing. That's what it is. Why are they killing fellow blacks? Why are they doing that? For heaven's sake, why can't we love ourselves? Why can't unity, be amongst us? It's a big problem. It's even a big problem also in our dear country, Nigeria. That's why we pray for Nigeria every day, and we need to move things forward. We're going to discuss that on the show today, as well as we're going to talk about a whole lot of other things. We're going to talk about the entertainment industry. We're going to talk about the film industry, and we're also going to talk about an upcoming event in October, one of the biggest industry events coming up in October, 4th and 5th of October 2019. My name is Doyin Ola, as you all know. I'm an event host, event specialist, and of course, amongst all the things, I'm a community activist. I'm well versed in when it comes to anything to do with community. I'm passionate about when it comes to anything to do with community. So we're going to be looking into community activities as well. We're going to looking at issues affecting communities, issues affecting groups, affecting organizations, even individuals. So it's not going to be about gossip or anything like that. For though there might be tips and bits about gossip in there, but at the same time, we're going to be looking at serious, very, very serious issues. And we're going to look at ways that we can tackle it. Over time, I'm going to be bringing people that are actually going to profile solutions into some of these problems that we have in our communities here, and at the same time, see how we can also get involved with issues affecting our dear country, Nigeria. I sincerely sympathize with those Nigerians in South Africa. When something touches your brother or your sister, it touches you as well. Watching all those videos, horrible videos, really, really got me emotional, especially yesterday, and I was really, really upset. And the only thing we can do as a people is we need to stand united. We need to, get up. Other countries now, they're all standing united now. So we Nigerians, we need to stand united. Like I would say, I was even saying the other day, why can't we march to the Nigerian High Commission? Why can't we march to the South African High Embassy here in the UK? Just for them to know that we're not happy as Nigerians about what they're doing to our fellow brothers and sisters. Why kill people? Why burn them like chickens? Why destroy their businesses? Why destroy their homes, their source of livelihood? It's so wrong and it's so sad. So I believe our community leaders, most of them will be watching me right now. Please, let's all come together. And I know some other groups are actually probably planning something, for us to, come together and speak in one voice against these attacks on our fellow brothers and sisters out there in South Africa. Nigeria invested a lot in South Africa when they were going through their apartheid times, when they were fighting for their freedom. We really helped. And I remember even some of our artists those days, all them, Sonny Okosun, Onyeka, when they all sang apartheid songs. I can remember, I don't think I was too young then to forget most of those things. We had apartheid songs that we all used to sing then and dance to, but all in solidarity towards their freedom. So why would they be doing that to us now? Why would they be doing that to other African countries? Real food for thought. So let me bring my guests before I go on, because I can go on forever and just forget that my guests are here. Meanwhile, they'll be looking at me and say, look at her, she's talking, she's forgotten about us. So ladies and gentlemen, in the studio today with me, I have two fine gentlemen. When I say fine I've never, these are people that are cultured. These are people that, they ooze class. That these are, classy men. You know what I mean now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the president, Producers Guild of Nollywood UK, Dr. Malcolm Benson. You're welcome to hang out with Doyin Ola.
Oh, You said it all. Nice to be here. Nice to be here.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. And I have, of course, Mr. Godwin Osabuti here. He's the financial secretary. He handles all the money. You know, so whenever producers guild, when they complain that they are broke, you know who to hold. Mr. Godwin Osabuti, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so very much.
It's so good to see you. I've interviewed Dr. Malcolm Benson before, my presido, but I've never interviewed you before. So
because you have not invited me.
Oh, I feel bad now. I'm sorry. It hasn't been intentional, but I mean, Malcolm and I, we've had a good time here on the set. I think it was this same time last year, actually.
Yes.
Because I remember we were planning the film festival.
That's right.
When you and H.R.H. Theodora came on the show.
That's right.
So, you
That's
know,
correct.
1 year down the line, it's so good.
Time flies.
We're still alive, we're still well, we're still planning, and we're still together.
Yes.
You know, kudos to us all. Thanks for coming, and thanks for your patience. I know you understand that I've had a very rough day today, but to God be the glory. You know, to God be the glory. So let's talk about the industry.
Right. Yeah.
Because I know both of you, you've been there right from the beginning. Yeah? So I'm going to direct my first question to Mr. Osabuti now. The president, you know, you said...
we start from the top.
Okay. You don't fear. Don't worry, we'll sack you. Okay, let me start with Presido. So Presido, I mean, we've come a long way. UK Nollywood industry, UK entertainment industry, so much has gone on. You know, so much, so many things have happened over the years. So how would you say that we're doing so far in the industry?
I say we are trending.
Okay.
We are trending slowly but surely. Okay. We are getting our acts together, and it's obviously very rough and rugged, but at the same time, we have to do what we have to do. So far, I can't say we've kind of met our expectations, because it's not very easy to do that. We still have a number of things that we need to fix, but we are on the right track. We're heading in the right direction.
Okay, but so far, I mean, every time now we have movie premieres happening at the cinemas, we have different things coming up. Would you say that expertise wise, that our producers, they've actually grown?
I would say not as much compared to few years back. They do need a lot of learning still in order to get their acts right. They are growing, but not as as fast as they should, given the circumstances they find themselves. They really need to take a back approach where they kind of reflect and employ reflective practice in the production platforms. All right? Because when you reflect, you're looking at a scenario whereby you think, okay, what have I done right and what have I done wrong, and where can I make amends, so that given the same scenario again, how can I make it even much better? All right? So if you've made mistakes, you've reflected and you try to avoid those mistakes. If you've actually done it better, or if you've done well, don't be complacent. Do reflect and look at ways you can even achieve better results. And once the producers start practicing reflective approach, you find that the industry will get a lot better.
By the grace of God. One thing I've noticed, though, before we get into the nitty-gritty of producing a movie and all that, I want to say something that I know that you have done several movies. Mr. Sabute too, you've produced several, you've directed, you've produced several movies and all that. We've all been part of the production, post-production of each different movies, projects, a number of projects. Let me put it, a number of projects. And I know that is not easy for us here in the UK. Most of the time, we fund these movies from our personal pockets, which is not easy. Compared to those in Nigeria, they can walk into NBL or any of those other multinationals and they get sponsors. But that is not the case. So now, but you still see people coming up with movies without an idea as to how to actually go about the marketing of that movie. All they want to do is to premiere the movie, where everybody look good on red carpet, and then at the end of the day, after the premiere, it goes, to the back of under the carpet, that kind of thing. So, Mr. Sabute, I'm going to direct this at you now. So, what do you think is the way forward? Presido is still going to answer that same question, but I want you to start.
Well, the way forward, I must say, is to get your marketing right. Like you rightly said, most people just want to make a movie, but they do not really think about how to get it out there. Now, the mistake we're making in the industry here in the UK is that we are not thinking of the totality of the production process. We are just thinking of the time of production. We're not thinking of post-production. Some people even produce a movie before they start thinking of who to edit, which is very wrong.
Yeah.
Now, we must have a total approach, a holistic approach, where we plan our pre-production, the production, and the post-production process very well.
Very well.
And the post-production, in fact, the post-production process sometimes can be part of the pre-production process, because your marketing, distribution, and everything must be part of your pre-production planning. Now, this is where I
hope all producers are actually listening to this, because we need to get it right.
Yeah.
We really need to start getting it right. All this hard work method of doing things has to stop. We have to look beyond. We have to look at the business aspect of it. And, the glamour is good. The attention is good, but at the same time, let's start looking at the business aspect of it. Sorry,
exactly,
please continue.
Exactly, yeah. So like I was saying, we need to look at the totality of the whole production process. Only then would we be able to say that, yes, we are doing something. It's not all movies done in Hollywood that are great.
True.
But they have good marketing platforms. They have good distribution channels, and which is why they are able to at least break even. Now, if a movie in Hollywood fails, there must be some serious mistake with it. But you see, they have huge marketing budgets, sometimes even bigger than the production budget itself. Now, this is where we are lacking, because we have no proper post-production planning. So our productions are normally put under the carpet after premiere. People are just thinking of premiering the movie and then that's it. But we need to start getting our post-production processes right. Editing being the first part of it. We have to have our marketing right, our distribution right, before we even go into production.
Yeah. So how do we all these bits and pieces that you've mentioned now, how do we now put it together so that we create some kind of awareness amongst fellow producers that, look, this is the process. If you want a whole package actually when it comes to movie production, this is how it should look. This is the picture we should actually have as producers, because as producers we should be seen as professionals. So this is the way it's going. So which way is it? How do we go about this?
Okay, basically we need to understand the definition of a producer, because if you don't really understand what a producer means, it's difficult to take on a title.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
So do all producers in the industry actually understand what the role of a producer is?
No, they don't, because they do part of what a producer would do, but they get the credit of the totality of a producer.
Okay.
So say for example, you assisted a pupil, a child, or a learner on how to maybe complete an essay or do their maths, just as an assistant. But then you get given the title of a teacher. It's not the same.
Yeah, same, yeah.
So a typical individual will come on, and then probably they saved £10,000 to £20,000. in their bank account, or they've got friends or family members that would give them some money. They then look into the industry and say, okay, who can direct this film? I want to make a film. And then because they've been able to see a director who's done something before and been able to maybe write their own story or bought a script, they bring that money and say, okay, let's make the film. The director may already have experience in producing. The director will simply put together the cast, the crew, and everything. But the fact that that person brought that money, which in fact they are an executive, but they say no, I'm the producer of the film. But because they have brought the money, everybody say, of course you are. So they take the title, but they lack the intelligence, they lack the knowledge,
the expertise.
They don't know anything.
So how do we deal with this now?
So what we do, we need to go back to the drawing table and learn the trade. What does a producer do? What does a producer do? Find out the definition. Find out what you have to learn before you qualify as a producer. And then with that, obviously where you can learn it can be on going to seminars. You can go to a number of seminars and start picking it up.
There are even short courses as well.
Short courses. Learn what makes you a producer, because once you've done that, you will be in a position to understand that before you start making a film, you need to do development. You start with development. With that development, before you even go into pre-production, right? The developmental stages would involve acquiring the script, doing some looking at the script analysis, knowing whether this is the kind of story that will sell. Who are you going to sell it to? Who are your marketers? How do you get this film in the market? What are they looking at?
What message are you trying to send across? You know, because at the end of the day, most times I've noticed this, that we don't even think about that. What message are we sending? What message are we trying to put across to the wider public? You know, that should also be part of development.
You find that about 70% of the film process is actually within the development. Because if you have got your developmental stages right, then you're almost done. The moment you start pre-production, that means you're giving the film a green light. Then you start recruiting crew and actors, but you've done all the work. You know who the film is going to. So you're not going to suddenly finish making the film and now holding the film and thinking, what next? Because you've done all the work. You've even produced a business plan in that process. So they need to learn what is a developmental stage of a film making process and train as a producer. And
I think we should have that during the film festival as well. Some kind of training. The second day. Yes, the seminar, yes. I think we should have that, and then at least enlighten people more, let them get to know about this, and that will stick in their memory for a very long time, that they actually learned this at the Film Producers Guild, UK Producers Guild Film Festival. So it'll be very, very good, you know. Now I want to ask a question, you know, because oftentimes they bring movies from Nigeria to premiere here. We take movies from here to premiere in Nigeria. But one aspect or one factor that has been noticed by so many people is that when our people go to Nigeria, they don't get any kind of support from our big brothers that have been in the industry in Nigeria. They don't come out to support them. But when they come here, you know, they expect all of us to come out in our droves to support them. What's your take on this, Mr. Sabute?
Well, from experience, what I have noticed is that Nollywood, let me say, is Nigerian based. The headquarters of Nollywood is
Nigeria. True, yeah.
They still see themselves, and rightly so too, that they are the big brothers, like you said. So when they come here, they expect us to come and support them. The mistake we are making here is not properly affiliating with them.
Okay, when you say properly affiliating with them, how do we go about this?
I have spoken to a few people in the industry in Nigeria,
Nigeria,
and what
okay.
they are saying is that we want to do our own thing here, and they don't seem to like it. They want us to have a kind of relationship with them, so that if, for example, an actor or someone is coming from Nigeria to come and do a movie here, they know that somebody is coming here. We should also know. But if there isn't communication between the various Nollywood groups, then we don't know what they are doing. And they don't want to tell us because we have not formed a relationship with them.
So where does it start now? And how does it start, really? Because if they want us to affiliate with them, who starts the move? Presido.
To be honest with you, this is a bit of a gray area because at the end of the day, it's really, to me, the way I look at it is the relationship. It's the relationship you have with some actors or producers in Nigeria that will make them, if you're coming in to do your film or to premiere your film, they will turn up to be with you. I don't think it's a case of one rule saying, oh, the UK Nollywood are coming, don't go to them. It's probably some of the attitudes you get with some actors who feel that they are bigger than everybody else. So they are like, who are you? Why should I come to your premiere? Even some of them that you cast in your own film and you pay them for that film, and you finish that project, you then come down to Nigeria to premiere the film. They want you to pay them in order to attend your premiere. So it's all about money and long throat as well. So they don't care what you have to say or how you feel. It's not no sentiments as far as they are concerned. Nothing personal. To them is, you want me to come to your premiere, pay me to come. So they have even rivalries within themselves as well, where they fight each other and all of that. So it's not like if you just start relating with or their president or whatever, then the president will make a phone call and say, everybody go and support this person. They will say, who the hell are you? Why do you tell me what to do?
So I think, how do we now create that bond? How do we now create that unity? Because we should actually be seen as one. You hear UK Nollywood, you hear Niger Nollywood, whereas we're all Nigerians. We should all be united. If we're doing anything, they should be able to. I believe that it should be a collective thing amongst us. But how to get it started?
Right. Again, let me say something on this. After speaking to a few people, you just mentioned you hear Nigerian Nollywood and UK Nollywood. They do not have that kind of belief. To them, there is nothing like UK Nollywood. There's nothing like Nigerian Nollywood.
Okay.
Nollywood is Nollywood.
All right.
Nollywood is Nigerian based. So anything outside of Nigeria should also
we should pay them royalty.
Nollywood.
So we should come and pay them royalty because that's what it means. If you're saying, honestly, isn't it?
It might seem so, but I don't think that they seriously want. I think what they really want is for us to recognize that that's the home base.
We do recognize that, and we do appreciate them, and we do acknowledge them, don't we? In this industry, we do, Mr. Sabute.
Yeah, we do. We do appreciate them. But for example, let's say we in the UK, for example, all members of the Producers Guild are registered. Do we have a registered affiliation with the home base? That is the kind of thing that they are looking for.
This guy that came the other time that went to Nigerian.
The actors.
That was the Actors Guild. Okay,
in
that's
Nigeria.
with those ones we're trying to form some kind, and I'm sure Presido is actually working on something regarding the Producers Guild as well.
To be honest, I wouldn't say there is any specific affiliation. We are not seeking for one. What I'm saying is we're not seeking for affiliation, and this industry is not really. I think what we need to do is to get our productions right. If you're doing well, some of our producers have been able to go to Nigeria and premiere their films and get in the top charts. So that's what you need to work on.
Mm.
Most producers should just don't
Focus.
worry so much about all this recognition or
Mhm.
when you're doing well, you will be
Success
recognized.
is a child of
Not
many
just
parents.
from Nigeria, from every other African countries and even the mainstream.
Mm.
So get on with doing the right work and not worrying so much about because if you're doing what you're doing and you're doing well, people will start knocking on doors. And when you come to Nigeria, people see your work and they follow you.
Yeah,
it's
that's
about
true.
the game of numbers.
Yeah, that's
all right.
true.
And
That's true.
individual actors, it's not of their business what you're doing. If you have a relationship, like when I went to Nigeria to showcase Return of the Dawn, I had few of them that are related in terms of friendship,
Okay.
and they were happy to come. If some of them are
Support.
on set,
Mm.
they can come, and it's not really about a guild telling them to go or not to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's an
don't get me
individual thing.
wrong. Nothing wrong with recognizing a guild and
But
a
in
guild,
future,
but
we
you
can
don't
also
need.
look at
You don't need them.
affiliating with them.
If you want to, but the thing is, legalistically, if you are an affiliate, how does that constitution work? Because we are based in the UK, governed by UK law. And if you go in to say that you're a member of the Nigerian Guild, the Nigerian Guild will not protect your legal rights here. We are covered by UK law, and that law, if we are registered with Companies Act, the Companies House, we are under the UK law, and we have to abide with what rules and regulations that are here.
Okay.
So it wouldn't really protect you legally, just friendship and whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Before I go on, let me just quickly say this. This is a live program, so we're actually expecting people to call in, and I'm sure the numbers are probably scrolling on the screen now. So feel free to call in and make your contributions. You know, every contribution is worth it. So do please call in and make your contribution. It's Hang Out with Doyin Ola, and I've got the Producers Guild, UK Nollywood Producers Guild team here with me, and we've been talking everything to do with movies production and of course the money aspect of it as well. We'll also be talking about our upcoming events, the Film Festival 2019. So, Mr. Sabate,
Yes.
having been in the industry, for a very long time, yeah, you've been part and parcel of so many productions. How would you rate the talents that we have in the industry? We've left the producers now we're talking about our talents. How would you rate them?
Quite honestly, some of our talents are very great.
Okay.
Some are very, very good. However, we still need to do more.
Okay.
I mean, acting being what it is, you can never say that someone is perfect. There's always room for improvement. It is not an exact science. So you can push. Everybody has got more of a push to give. So no matter how good you are in the industry, even there's Denzel Washington and God, they all can still do more. So yes, we have fantastic actors here in the UK, but we can all do more.
Okay. Malcolm, you have any contribution? Because I know that you oftentimes you have mixed casts in your movies. Why is that? Why don't we have an all Nigerian cast? Why do you have mixed cast?
It's about the script. It's not really about just choosing people based on color or whatever.
Okay.
But again, if you live in UK, and the chances are you have people from diverse society.
Okay.
So it's being real. You can't just, if you're shooting in Nigeria, for example, it's more likely you have all blacks. If you're shooting a UK-based project, it's unless you intentionally want to avoid having mix, the chances are that my neighbor might be a white person. So why am I trying to make all my neighbors blacks? Doesn't really make sense.
Okay.
The police that will come to make arrest, more chances are they will be white police officers because they dominate in number. Why only cast black police officers in a UK film where you know the chances are there will be more white people who are police officers.
Okay.
So be real.
All right.
You can have a white and black police officer. You can have a 2 white police officers. Or you can have out of 10 police officers, 2 being blacks, 8 being white, if you have to have a squad.
Okay.
But the actors, what I say is that some of them don't know what acting is all about. And the painful thing is that they don't want to know.
Why did you say that?
Because if you were, for example, to organize an acting class or acting seminar and say, come for free, the chances are they won't come.
Really?
But tomorrow, they want you to cast them in their film. So what do? So it becomes a matter of, oh, you didn't put me in my film, you didn't put me in your film, this and that. It's all sentimental. If you see an actor that really, really wants to build their career in this sector or build their talent, you find that they are willing to accept that this is a profession, this is a career, and they need to make investment in it. And investment means learning and developing your knowledge, understanding what acting is all about. All right? And if you're avoiding that opportunities and still think, oh, it's about going to the set and leaving it for the directors to start lecturing you on set how to perform, then you're not serious. All right? So that's the big problem.
Okay, we'll probably still talk about that next time, because I don't want us to run out of time and we won't be able to talk about our upcoming event before they call me from the studios and say, time up, It almost happened the last time.
It did.
It almost happened.
We got carried away.
Yeah, we got carried away. So now to avoid that, let's talk about the film festival. Now let's go back to 2018. Let's recap 2018. How would you rate the outing?
The outing for the first one, obviously, I would say day one was obviously full, even though the capacity wasn't that massive in terms of how many people we could accommodate.
Yeah.
But it was 100% capacity. Day two was around 70%, more or less, capacity. So it was a very successful launch of the festival.
Right.
And with anything, first edition, second edition, you expect to do more. But don't run before you walk. Try and take it easy, because you don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Yeah.
You need to do this and grow and gradually
It's a gradual process.
maintain consistency,
Yeah.
because you want to be here in many years to come.
course.
You don't want to just suddenly become too big, but then you cannot handle it and everything, disaster comes. Everything is like boom and bust. We don't want that.
No,
so year two, we want to do better than what we've done on year one and have room for year three.
Okay.
And then keep going, keep growing,
Okay.
keep getting better and better.
Okay, so Mr. Sabute now, so what are the dates? I know the dates, but I don't want them to hear from me. You are the financial secretary. So tell us, what are the dates that have been earmarked for this year's event?
The first day is the 4th of October.
Okay, what's happening?
That's where we go to the Ambassador's Hotel in Bloomsbury.
Okay.
Yeah. And the second day is the 5th of October.
All right.
And that's at the Canada Water Theatres in Surrey Keys. Now the first day is an evening 3-course meal.
Wow.
Sort of, there will also be screening of films, red carpet event.
Okay.
So it's quite. That's when we really want to show the glamour. That's It's showbiz, isn't it?
Yeah, it
so
is.
we show, then we go to the bees, which is the second day. Now the second day is going to be mainly screening of all the films that have been submitted to the festival.
Okay.
And also there will be workshops and training programs and all other things. I don't. Is the award? The award is the first day.
On the second day.
It's on
The
the
award
second
is on
day.
the second day.
So the awards will be on the second day as well.
Yeah, because that's when we announce
the winners.
The winners.
of
Yeah, we are announcing the script winner because we did a script competition.
Oh, okay,
and people
fantastic.
submitted their
Yeah,
script.
that's great.
The panel, they've got their decisions, so they will submit, and it will be announced on the day. And don't mind, don't forget the script that won this will be assisted to be produced, and that's when we're gonna go through all these development,
the process,
pre-production,
the
production, post-production.
Yeah.
So we
The
can
entire
take people
process.
on the journey
Yeah.
of the filmmaking process
Wow, that's
with
great.
that winning script.
That's great.
All right.
That's great.
And then, of course, the awards will be given on the second day as well, because we will announce the winners. At the
Okay.
moment today, we had the results from the jury, and we've got 6 films to show this year.
Oh, great.
A short film and 5 feature films.
Oh, okay.
So it's very exciting, and a couple of films there were neck and neck. So
Okay.
we don't even know who's gonna win. So we're gonna go back into individual scoring to see whether we can see an edge
Okay.
on which film
Okay.
has won it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I believe we have the film festival promo in the studios. Can we slot that in now, so at least people have an idea of what we're talking about? The film festival, the UK Nollywood Producers Film Festival promo.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really, really, really good.
Okay.
Very good. So anyone that wants a ticket, of course, you can go to the Eventbrite and get your tickets. At the moment, we are doing crazy.
We're not there yet.
birds.
We're not there
Early
yet.
birds.
President
Those
Ochi.
ones we are waiting for the.
President Ochi, we're not
the
there yet.
vice
The camera is still rolling. We're not there yet. We're waiting for them to slot in the promo. Mr. Sabute, you are the financial secretary. Now, how has this eaten into the purse of the Producers Guild?
Quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Okay. Why am I saying really? I just had my event and I know how much I spent. I spent a lot of money. And we're talking about a 2-day event here. So please continue.
Quite a lot. Last year we barely broke even. This year we are hoping it will be much better, because the lessons learned from last year, we've taken it into this year.
Great.
We've been able to negotiate better venues. We've been able to negotiate better fees.
Oh, great.
So the whole package this year is looking a lot better. So we are hoping that this year we will be able to declare some very fantastic profits.
Amen. I said an amen to that now.
Yeah, we are hoping to be able to declare some fantastic profits.
Okay.
And now, events are quite expensive, especially in the UK.
Of
so
course,
yes, it's a capital intensive thing that we are doing. Besides, it's for 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
So it's not coming cheap.
Yeah.
It's not coming cheap. I don't want to go into the exact figures because there is still more to spend.
Okay.
But yes, it's eating into our pockets.
Okay.
Into our pockets.
Okay.
So we need all the help, all the sponsorships.
Okay.
Obviously, we want to thank the current sponsors, those who actually believe in what we are doing, and bearing in mind it's the second year.
Yeah.
Sometimes sponsors are waiting for you to
That's the
mature
thing.
more.
Yeah,
but the ones that really last year we didn't get any sponsorship whatsoever, so we had to fund it ourselves from the guild. This year we had some sponsorship, even though they are modest to how much would have really helped us to pull these events through. But the likes of Mobi Health really helped us and believed in what we are doing, and we thank them for that. We had media sponsorships in Nigeria, and those who, in fact, we have cinemas that volunteer their venue for us to do international screening. So at the same time we are screening on the 4th and the 5th, we'll be screening at Viva Cinema in Lagos as well. So it's an international
that's
film
great.
festival.
Film festival.
Yes.
So it's an international film festival. It's not just a UK thing. So I mean, we've moved up now.
Yes.
Last year was just UK film festival, but now it's an international. So now we should. I think I need to always remember that when I'm talking
UK
about
Nollywood
International Film Festival. That's rather long.
Yes.
UK Nollywood International Film Festival.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's an achievement, really.
That's why I said the second year. Then next year, once it's like you've really, kind of got stuck in different angles. As soon as you kick off for sponsorship, they know they are dealing with an international brand, and they can come in early, to get us going.
Okay, that's great. That's fantastic.
And I think we have sponsorship too from this school in Croydon.
Yes. We have that Newsden College.
Okay.
And then we also have some perfume companies in Nigeria. that are just about to
Okay.
give
Are
us
they giving us
something.
goodie
They're gonna
bags?
give us goodie bags, a lot of them,
Yeah.
but that would be for those that attended the Viva Cinema, because they're not
In
gonna be able
Nigeria,
to
yeah.
bring it
The-
all
yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So those who are in Nigeria will benefit from those
Okay,
products.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but here it's,
Yeah.
But here too,
going
we're
well.
having some from
Yanga TV, yeah,
They're
they're also
getting
giving
Yanga
us some
TV,
goodie.
Vox
they-
Africa.
yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
helping us.
Yeah.
African Movie
Heritage,
Channel,
Heritage TV.
Heritage TV.
Yeah.
So many of them that
Mhm.
really want to be, make us.
That's great.
what
That's
we're supposed
fantastic.
to
That's
be.
something to look forward to. So, how affordable are the tickets?
The tickets are at the moment very, very affordable because you can buy the early birds.
Okay.
And obviously, if you come early in anything you do, you get the best out of it. So people buy their tickets now. They can get for the 3-course meal. They can get for £60, and that would be, in a 5-star hotel. You come in, you watch films, you watch a short film, you watch a feature film, you network
Work with
with all
this-
the
yeah,
producers and
the
actors.
celebrities, yeah.
You gala, you take pictures, you have 3-course meal. Come on, what
You
more can you
dance.
ask? You
And
dance,
dance.
DJ
And they get
is
to
there.
dance with the president
Honestly,
now, Dr. Malcolm.
and at the same time,
I've seen his steps last
Yeah,
year.
You know?
and at the same time, you're supporting the industry. So
Yeah.
you're not just doing
Doing
it
it,
because
yeah.
you
You-
cannot afford to go to a restaurant
Yeah,
to
true.
eat the food.
True.
But at least this is your own part of contributing to the industry to help us grow.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you also have to think about if you do that.
Okay.
Buy the tickets now on Eventbrite, and
Okay.
you're gonna get it almost half price.
Okay.
Second day at the moment is going for half price too. So if you can get it before the 15th of this month, before it goes to full price, you will get a lot bargain for your money.
Well, you bear in mind though that not everyone is comfortable with buying tickets on Eventbrite, because I remember when I was having my event, because I had numbers on my flyers, so they were calling me to say no, they don't want to buy on Eventbrite. Do I have alternatives? I said yes, and I gave them the
Yeah.
account number. So we have that kind of
Yes,
arrangement.
they
in
can
place as
pay
well.
directly into the account and reference their name, their full name, and the tickets will be reserved for them. Any of them that can inbox me and say I want a ticket, you can go MA Benson on Facebook. Just inbox and say I need a ticket, and then the details where you pay the money will be inboxed back to you. I make a phone call. You can call me even. Call me 079302022250.
That's too fast. That's too fast. There's no computer.
0793020250. Give me a call. Give me a holler, and I'll arrange the ticket for you.
Give him a call, though. All the crap for the ticket alone, no. Not for anything else, oh. Just for the ticket alone, no. So, Mr. Sabute,
Yes.
how do you want people to look on that day? What are your expectations regarding
Which of the days?
the first day,
The first
which is
day.
the dinner?
The
The
first
second
is-
day, they can do anything, but the first
It's
day.
the day for the show.
Yes.
So it's got to be
Black tie.
glamorous.
Okay.
I mean, it cannot.
Are you going to wear a tuxedo? Is President wearing it? Who's wearing a tuxedo that day?
Well, I'm split between going traditional
Oh, okay.
and going, because most premieres that I've attended is all about wearing my nice
Suits,
and all of
now
that.
those
So I
your
said this.
sick-
Yeah, I said it's a Black History Month.
That's
This
true.
is the first opening ceremony. Let me maybe have a senator.
Oh,
and
wow.
represent,
What you
I
cannot
kind of
see.
think that's what I'm gonna have
What
to
you
do.
cannot see.
You know?
All right.
President, you hear that from us, oh.
Well, I wanted to surprise everybody, with my African regalia.
Yes,
you know?
celebrating Black History
History,
Month. That's
yes.
good. That's good, really.
Yes.
So you'll encourage people to also turn out in the African attires if they want.
Anything classy,
Anything classy, yeah,
glamorous
stylish, yeah.
is just fine.
Okay,
That's the day for the show. So we expect people to turn up looking glam.
that's good. That's
and
great.
Beautiful.
That's great.
And
So
there'll be the red carpet interviews which people do not want to miss and which people want to look beautiful on. So,
Yeah.
and it's going to be on all social media. So yes, of course, people should come.
Okay.
And we want to make sure people understand that we don't do African time because
Yes,
we have
sir.
films to show.
yes.
So if you think you're just gonna turn up whenever and then the show hasn't started, I'm sorry. This one starts 7. It's 7. So
Yeah.
best to come 6 so that you can start having your kind of networking,
Okay, yes,
getting,
yes.
because 7 we are in and we start showing films.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so best to just come because it's a very nice place to
Mhm.
just come.
Okay.
Try and do a half day that day, so you
Okay.
have enough time
From
to
work, eh?
plan. Yes, why not? I go to
Okay.
film festival and
And you're outside the
one
UK as
week.
well. That's true.
I stay 1 week just for
You
the
take
film
a
festival.
holiday, so there's plenty
Yeah.
of time actually for
Yeah.
them to plan.
Yeah,
This is
you can
September,
take
we're
that
talking
day
about
off
next
and
month.
say today is the film festival. Let me just have a day off that day. But don't wait till 7 o'clock. Come at 6
Okay.
and have time to mingle.
Let us make history.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
during the UK Nollywood Producers Guild Festival, there was no African time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make
Yeah,
history
wouldn't
this
be.
time. And let's be on time.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the film festival now, so
Yeah.
what next? What next should we be expecting from the Producers Guild?
The Producers Guild, like I said, we have a script competition, and the winning film, we will take the audience through step by step. And it's going to be documented well. We're going to have a camera person that will document the lectures on how to make a simple project.
Okay.
So we're going to have that script broken down and then look at the development of what
Okay.
we're going to do.
Okay.
So we're going to talk people through what production is all about. All right, so we take it one step at a time and say, okay, you don't know how to do it, learn it now. We are making this winning script into, and we are turning it from concept to reality,
Yes.
from idea to motion picture.
Wow.
So that's what we're going to be doing. So that film will then as eventually be shown at 2020 Film Festival. That's where we're going to release that film.
Okay.
But we're going to do a documentary with that film on how to make
the whole process,
of
and
the
then
filmmaking
it will now be
process.
played back during the
Yes.
Film Festival 2020.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Correct.
great.
So that's what we're going to do.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. So, so who are the? You don't want us to know who the lucky.
It will be
Yes.
announced on the day 2,
So you
the
don't want
Saturday.
to, but you don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Not at all. Let the cat stay right.
Okay, we cannot talk about everything and not talk about what's happening in South Africa. At least we just round up with that, because our brothers and sisters are there. They are all being killed, and families are being destroyed. Homes and businesses are being destroyed as well. So what's your take on that, Mr. Sabute?
It's unfortunate this is happening in South Africa. The whole of Africa stood well behind South Africa during the period of apartheid. And personally, I don't see any reason why any South African should think of killing any human being. They know what they went through during the apartheid regime. And Nigeria in particular, sub-Saharan Africa in particular, stood so solidly behind them. Spent money, time, resources, governments. So it's strange that the situation in South Africa has degenerated to what it is today.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is so strange.
Yeah, sad.
And it is even more strange that the government there does not seem to be doing anything about it. I don't know what they are doing at the governmental level, but the ordinary man from this part of the world or from other African countries is not seeing anything being done by the South African government. And that's a pity.
It is. It is.
It is a sad
What's your
situation.
Malcolm Benson? What's your take on
It's
it?
so depressing.
It is.
It is so
As a matter of
depressing.
fact, it is.
When I look at this, I'm thinking black on black.
Black
What is
on,
going
yeah,
on?
I
What
don't
is
know.
happening?
I wonder.
I remember going to the South African embassy when the Batsuru Natal came to launch their co-production treaty here, and how excited we were. We went there, we had food, we watched South African film, and we kind of felt really, brothers,
Yeah.
we can start co-producing films. But when you hear this kind of story, you're thinking, how can these people do such a thing to their own brother, African brother? Where is all this hatred coming from? When we, obviously, what happened in Libya has still continued to kind of haunt. The pictures I've seen on how the Nigerians are
even
being
some
killed.
videos. Then,
And I'm thinking maybe the Arabs hates black, maybe because they are not as the same color or whatever. Still doesn't justify the fact that they do that. But then you see your own African skin, same thing, trying to mutilate, all because you're in their country, or misunderstanding, whatever. Anyway, I say I'm not going to be the judge and jury on that. If I condemn wholeheartedly, I condemn what is happening, and the UK Nollywood Producers Guild wholeheartedly condemn what is going on in South Africa. We do not appreciate that.
At all.
We really condemn what is going on. Obviously, we have similar issues even in Nigeria, tribal wars and all those things. It's just so unnecessary and so disheartening. Religious hatred, cultural hatred, all those things has no place in a civilized society.
At all. That's why countries like England and America, they can have diverse people from diverse background, stay in their country, coexist peacefully, and there's no problem. So why can't we, as Nigerians or as Africans, live together in peace and harmony? In peace and harmony. But the problem with us Nigerians is that there's that love is not within us. That has always been the problem, because so many, you see people fighting against each other, and then the whole thing escalates to, so it's I don't know what the government really needs to. They need
get
to
involved straight away.
They need to get involved.
Really have a
They need
serious,
to get involved. And like I said it at the beginning of the program, that we as diasporans, we should at least do our own culture. Fine, maybe some of us, we cannot say, okay, we're going back to Nigeria or whatever, because we already have businesses, we have work, we have kids, we have husband and wives and everything grounded here. But at the same time, we can do our own bits by at least marching to the Nigerian High Commission and peaceful protests.
If you look at some of these videos, some of these atrocities are committed by law enforcement agents.
We're in South Africa.
In South Africa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some of them are committed by law enforcement. You see people in police uniform or uniform men beating and kicking and using baton to hit people.
That's wickedness.
It's wickedness.
It's out of hand.
It's wickedness. So you wonder whether what the government is doing about it.
And this has been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't up to 6 months that there was an attack on Nigerians as well, or Africans in South Africa, was it? I think it was last year. Was it
so
not?
What happens is then it's literatory. So people will do this, and people will say, you know what, we're gonna get your own as well in our country and all of that. And then what happens is just escalates and escalates. It's really wrong. In all the circumstances, it's wrong.
I watched a video where the government of South Africa actually said that they're going to compensate Nigerians that lost or all the people that lost their properties in South Africa. But at the same time, are you going to compensate them with lives? What are you going to use to compensate those lives that have been lost? Those families that have been broken? How do you compensate such? So the best thing to do is to avoid such things and put strict
Proper
laws in place, security in place. If you do this, there are consequences. That if you go out of it, you actually have to take a decision. Also, put things in place. That will at least not make them even think of attacking fellow human beings. Because after all, we're all human beings.
We are human beings.
Irrespective of our color or culture or country or religion, gender. We're all human beings. All right, thank you very much. I believe we've touched everything that needs to be touched.
Yes, I believe we have touched them, but let's touch it again. So,
I was expecting
on
that.
Friday, the 4th of October, you don't want to miss the UK Nollywood Film Festival. You don't want to miss
they
it
don't want to
at
miss
all.
it.
This is the second edition. You want to come and spend time with the producers and the actors, you want to come to Ambassador's Hotel.
You forgot to mention our barbecue that we had now that was so successful.
It was beautiful. It was great.
Family fun day,
barbecue.
It was, really nice,
wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah. So obviously next year we're gonna bring it back on again.
Yeah.
But for now, what is hot
now.
right now is the UK Nollywood Film Festival. All right. So Friday, the 4th of October, 7 p.m. But come there at 6 p.m. Ambassador's Hotel, Bloomsbury, and you can get your ticket on Eventbrite or inbox any of the producers members to arrange tickets for you. And then we are gonna be there. We are gonna screen multiple films. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have meal together, dance and dance and dance. Then on Saturday at 12 noon, all right, 12 noon, we are kicking off again at the Canada Water Theatre, where we're going to be showing multiple films on selected films for the festival, the finalist films, and we're going to be giving awards as well. So it's going to be from 12 noon till 5 p.m. So if you have anything else you plan for the rest of the day, that will not encroach in it. So you can come and spend the day with us. Bring your children if they are age 15 and above. So you can come with them, make it a family day out to watch film together, watch Nollywood films. It's not one film, you're going to watch almost 2 or 3 films in that city. So come early and see films and interact. Enjoy with us.
And also on the first day, we're having the 3-course meal.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Definitely.
It's a 3-course meal for the first day.
Yeah.
So it's something you really don't want to miss.
No, not at all.
And on the second day, there will be workshops as well,
Yeah.
seminars and workshops.
Yeah.
And for any aspiring producer or actor, this is the place you need to be.
That's it.
On the second day, you need to be there.
Yeah.
Because once you meet the president now, you're already part of the association.
Exactly.
It speeds up the registration.
Yes,
isn't it?
Yes, so
You just say, okay, fill the form and then your registration, this thing.
I have it electronic now.
Yeah. Oh, that's
you just
great.
swap numbers
That's
and
it.
I will
And that's
it
it.
to you.
That's it.
And then there and there you can even pay online.
No, you
and
see.
then you're in.
Yeah, you see.
You know, no
You
questions
see, my
asked.
president is
As long
technology
as you're a
compliant.
producer. But then again, I was in Canada Water yesterday just to make sure that the atmosphere is really beautiful. I'm going to be posting some of the pictures I took yesterday. You know, it has this water. You know, you say Canada Water, you actually see the water.
Wow. I can't wait. From Canada. Somebody has brought another one. Water from Canada. Canada water. It's been great having both of you
It's a pleasure.
on the show today. I look forward to our film festival coming up in October.
Yeah.
And I believe there are so many other activities lined up in the industry between now and October. Of course, we'll be talking about them every week as the program progresses. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful. It's been awesome having both you gentlemen with me. You've been very, very gentle with me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. All right, people, thank you very much. It's been Hangout with Doyin Ola, and I've had Dr. Malcolm Benson and Mr. Osabute here. You know, the two top people. One is the money man, and the other one is the head of the guild, you know. So there's nothing as good as having, you know, such high-profile people in the studio. Have had a good time bringing this program to you. The name still remains Doyin Ola. So until I come your way again next time, keep it locked, people.
UK Nollywood Producers Guild presents UK Nollywood Film Festival 2019. This second edition will screen multiple selected films from across the world for 2 days with special workshops at different venues. Opening and closing ceremonies 4th and 5th of October 2019. Venue Ambassador's Hotel, Bloomsbury, London. Red carpet 7 p.m. Special screenings 5th of October 2019. Venue Canada Water Theatre, Surrey Keys, London. 12 noon to 5 p.m. For tickets.uknollywoodproducersguild.org or eventbrite.co.uk. Sponsorship and details 0793 020 2250 or or 0795 095 1417. UK Nollywood Producers Guild 2019. Nollywood Film Festival 2019. It's going to be wow. Don't miss it.
Merit Abode Nigeria Limited, Emerald Garden City. Merit Abode Nigeria Limited, Emerald Garden City.
Moses, Dad, my wife told me that you have bought a land and complete a good-looking duplex on it. Yes, from buying the plot to the completion only takes less than 3 months. What about Omonile? Omonile like how? I didn't deal with them. I bought the land from Merit Abode Nigeria Limited. Merit Abode? Yes, Merit Abode. Rachel Onega and Prince Jide Kosoko are the ambassador for Merit Abode, and these two individuals boost my confidence and trust that make me to buy from them. And that is not all. They even help me in building our new home. I only visit the site on completion to collect our keys and exchange paperwork, which amounts to more than double savings. Usually, for people like us living abroad, you have to take time off work so many times to travel back home to do the work, or the Yahoo contractors will show you big time. Yes, I was wondering, as I always see you every week. Let me tell you, I was in Nigeria for only 4 days and everything is Kampe EQS. I didn't lose money by not going to work. Merit Abode is the best. What about the cost of calling them every day? They use UK number, so you will not be running up the phone bill to call them. I beg, give me their details. Telephone 020-3865-8087 or 081-734-47111. Email info@meritabode.com. Their website is www.meritabode.com. Merit Abode Nigeria Limited is the developer for Emerald Garden City Estate Series. You can even pay by installments. Our locations are Shimawa, Ibejuleki, Arepo, Agbara, Ikorodu, Mowe Ofada, and Asheshe. Merit Abode, build my confidence and trust.
You two stalking me? Do you think I don't know that my father hired you to stalk me here?
Does it look as stupid as written on my forehead?
Baby.
Don't know when the community these days, all the knife crime and the gun crime. The whole thing made a big sense for me to be a part of this case.
White people that don't keep their mouth shut. Daddy?
Talking about your daughter, where is she?
Started taking hard drugs at the age of 8. This acting will have to stop. I will not marry an actress.
Well, my ex said he's not going to marry me because I'm an actress, so I stopped acting to make him happy, only to find out that he was dating my best friend, an actress. I did my hair,
bó ti yá gbogbo aláyẹyẹ pẹ̀lú ní pati àti ilé ìjọsìn ẹ fẹ́ ṣe polówó Heritage TV Heritage TV wọ́n bẹ nílùú London o Heritage TV wọ́n fọwọ́ wọn sọ̀yà o Heritage TV.
Ẹ̀yin aráàlú London, ǹjẹ́ ẹ ti gbọ́ pé iléeṣẹ́ Heritage TV tún ti gbé àrà tuntun yọ o? Gbogbo àríyá yín pátápátá la ó máa bá yín polongo rẹ̀ jákèjádò gbogbo ayé, ká máa ṣayẹyẹ ní London, ká sì máa wò l'Amẹ́ríkà, ní Nàìjíríà àti káàkiri àgbáyé lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àti lójú kan náà, bó jẹ́ lórí fídíò tàbí lórí photograph tó mọ́lẹ̀ yékéyéké. Heritage TV ní bàbá o. Gbogbo àwọn ayẹyẹ yín bí ọjọ́ ìbí, ìsìnkú àgbà, ìgbéyàwó, àjọ̀dún ilé ìjọsìn yín, Heritage Television ní kẹ́ ẹ máa bọ̀ tààràtà. Ìlú London la wà, United Kingdom la tẹ̀dó sí. Ẹ kàn sí wa lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 020-800-46100 tàbí lórí ẹ̀rọ alátagbà wa ayẹyẹ@heritagetv.co.uk àti lórí ẹ̀rọ alágbèéká 0734-123-4560. Heritage TV, àbálẹ̀tù ọmọdé làwó.